right. Let's see. Anyone here? Let's see. All right, and we're back. Perfect. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much for sticking with me. Chat is disabled on the new stream. No, yeah, chat is disabled on the old one because I started a new stream. Barbecue Grill Masters Empire. How you doing? Technical difficulties. I do not have dial-up. Hey, Glam. Look for a new stream, guys. Oh man! So if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it. All right, John is back. Glam, how you doing? Oh man, Blue Smoke Barbecue, man, you funny. Mahalo or aloha. How about that? So if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. We are starting a brand new live stream. 30 minutes in, we're starting from scratch. You know what? I'm gonna count my blessings and knock on wood. We haven't had to restart the live stream in quite some time. So Jay, thanks for popping back in. Eric, thanks for popping back in. Cuff and stuff. Thank you, sir. Nicholas, hello. Mr. Jimenez, how you doing this evening again? Torgi, glad to see all is well with you, sir. I spoke to Grill Masters, Barbecue Grill Masters Empire. What's going on? And Benji, it is not dial-up. It is not dial-up. Actually, I'm using my phone, the Wi-Fi through my phone. You know what? Let's switch to the Wi-Fi on the house. Let's see. All right, there we go. Let's see if that helps. I probably should have switched earlier. What was that? I don't know, man. Back on, Tyler. Thank you, man. I'm good, Tyler. How are you doing? Aloha to you too, Blue Smoke. Just give a thumbs up and a cheers. Yes, indeed. Hey, yo, Questa J, welcome back. You start a new drink. No, we don't start a new drink, man. I'm good with this one. Shoot. I might have to go ahead and top my cup off though. King Kabasa, what's going on? Alright, so Victor, finally, he's 6:32 Pacific and he can get with today's program. Heck, he thought it was me. Nope, it wasn't you. This time it was YouTube or the internet's, they can't hold us down. They can't stop the live stream. Nah, we're good. Look at all these fellow barbecues sticking together. What a great group. You know what? I agree with that 100%. You guys have no idea. I'm so very grateful and appreciative that you guys watch my videos, that you guys are the core. You guys are my barbecue family. Like, seriously, I know I say every now and again barbecue brethren and, my bearded brethren and my barbecue brethren. And you ladies too. Don't think I'm trying to single you out. Though you ladies, some of you ladies might have, bits and starts of beards too. But there's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, you're cooking, you're hanging out doing your thing with your family, or you're selling food to folks, whatever the case may be, I'm down with it. And I'm happy and I'm appreciative that you're willing to hang out with me on a live stream and that you're willing to give me a few minutes of your day a few times a week to watch something I have to say. I'm really appreciative and I really just want to take a moment to say thank you. And I know I say thank you a lot, and I know there's some videos where I say thank you for watching and I'm like, yeah, and again, thank you guys for watching, and it could be like 30 seconds and I'm like, thank you guys for watching, because I really am grateful for you guys for watching. Like, I can't say that enough. All right, flip your meat. What's going on, man? Cali representing. Look at all these barbecue folks. Yep. Flip phones. Gosh. Blue Smoke, you got jokes, huh? Oh, well, who am I sharing the crown with? Who Who else in my household is gonna drink the crown? Nobody drinking the crown but me. Mr. Hackett, yes sir. Big Daddy was going to you. Yes, Jay. John. I am back. I'm drinking this evening. This evening we are sponsored by one of you guys. One of you guys there in the live stream. Quester J has so graciously sent in this bottle of Apple Crown for me to partake in while on this live stream. Eric Ankton, how you doing this evening, man? Been a minute. Let's see. Hold on. All right.
Hi.
Taste tester number 2. Okay, hold on. You got it. You know what you got to do. No, not that. What do you have to say?
Hello.
Oh gosh, hold on.
Oh, more butter. More butter.
More butter, baby.
Go ahead, let me hear you. Just tell them.
More butter, baby.
All right, thank you. You just came down here to be on live stream. That was it.
No, I heard you.
Oh.
I remember there was one sick.
Okay. All right. Well, good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. They start school next week. I am happy.
I am sad.
Oh my gosh, I don't have to worry about them being up next Wednesday, wanting to be on a live stream. Good night. Eric, I'm good, man. It's just, D Young, no comment. Yes, now we're going to continue with the program already in progress. Fun fact, I was talking to you, Sexy Philly, today. I recommend it. I know it's not. I knew what I was talking about. Blue, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Yeah. Yes, I am drinking Crown Apple tonight. So, John, and actually, I wanted to talk about, and I was hoping that Victor would be on. Victor, you there? Comment again, please. I want to make sure you're here to hear this. I will talk more about smoking salmon, Northern Cali, just mixed with Bailey. What? Crown mixed with Bailey's? Anybody seen Old Greg? How many people know what and or who Old Greg is? All right, that's what's up. Well, she's already gone, but you guys know. Mo butter, baby. Thank you very much, DeYoung. William, hey, yo, what up with you? Butter prices just went up, Jay says. And if you want to try to get your little price, no. Oh, you know what, DeYoung? I'll be completely honest with you. I had this one chick one time, and I felt completely skeeved out. She was not attractive at all. Like, it was a muffin top with a t-shirt that was too small, and she had like little teeny chiclet teeth, and it was nasty. It was I knocked on the door, and she looked me up and down, and I took a step back like, oh hey, you ordered food? Oh, she was like, ooh. I was like, yo, I got your food. Here you go. I'm out. It was, oh man, I was creeped out. Eric Moreno, how you doing this evening? I'm Old Greg. Since they were talking about Bailey's. Do you like Bailey's? We just smoked salmon on a cider board. I don't know about a cider board, but I mean, most of the time you smoke salmon on, what is it? I'm trying to think what. Cedar, not cider. I've smoked salmon on cedar planks, but when grilling hot and fast, you can use the cedar plank to kind of help slow things down. But I tell you what, that cedar plank will definitely impart a lot of flavor really quickly in salmon. All right, Victor. So I wanted to tell you specifically, and this is talking about the salmon. I finally did smoke a piece of the sockeye salmon. I did not film a video because when I was able to smoke the salmon, gosh, it was very late and it was very dark and I just couldn't film it. But I wanted to let you know, you commented talking about the nuttiness and that the salmon had a nuttier flavor. Wow, it really did. There is a big difference between like the salmon that I normally get, and unfortunately, I don't know the exact breed, if you will, or species. That sockeye, it definitely tasted better. Now I'm no salmon connoisseur, so I don't know which one tasted better or anything like that, but I could definitely taste the difference in it. Um, so oh man, Jace is more gut than butt. Make an assessment. 40 going west, make an assessment. You see my mix up? Let's fight to the death. There'll only be one. Big top, little bottom. Oh my, John, don't laugh, man. I was so serious, man. Dude, I'm telling you, John, I darn near want. Oh no, there was definitely not enough crown for that one. Definitely not enough crown. I figured, grown folks, you meant cedar. This is, mm, she didn't like Janet Jackson at all. At all. Hey yo, Alton, what's going on, man? What's the best wood to use for pork and chicken? So D Young, I think. All right. I think we talked about this last week, and anytime I have to say this, I have to take a drink. So I'm gonna take a drink first. So first hour, I try to stay on topic. Though this week I'm not doing so good. But talking about woods, one, I have a frequently asked questions video. I have a frequently asked questions playlist, and in the playlist, one of the videos is me talking about different woods and wood types. I don't have a specific favorite for a specific type of meat. I use the wood that I have on hand. So you can pick and you can use what wood you find to be your favorite, but I just pretty much cook with whatever wood I pick off the pile because that's what the man delivered to me. Yeah. All right. Victor. Yep. Cedar plank. Cedar wood. Yeah. So cedar planks are definitely for grilling, and the cedar planks will help you slow the cook down. That I found, and I actually have a video of me cooking lamb on a cedar plank, and the fat from the lamb rendered off of the lamb and caught the cedar plank on fire, and it was not a very good time. Uh, Lewis says, I think I use a bone in pork butt was authentic. Boneless is cheaper and better trimmed in his opinion. I agree. I don't disagree. Sometimes they're trimmed about equally. Uh, Grown folks says cedar. All right, we get it. Cedar plank. Uh, oh no, network lagging. Just send you some seasoning and test out. My family really likes it. We like my opinion. Well, John, you know the math. Definitely PO box, and you old school, so you know the address. Just let me know if you need it again. I appreciate it, and I'm going to say thank you, sir, in advance. When you buy pork shoulders in your areas, they call it Boston butt or Boston roast. In my area, they call it Boston roast. So flip your meat. They are Boston butts, okay? And the Boston butt, the difference, and I've talked about this before. So the front leg of the pig, okay, and I'll get my muscle out. So the front leg of the pig from the knuckle, the knee up is where you get your shoulder. The lower portion, okay, and I think I've talked about the lower portion is where you get the picnic, okay. The upper portion is where you get the butt. The butt is not the butt because it's on the butt of the animal. The butt is the butt because it's the end of this piece from here to here. Everything further down is going to be a different primal cut, and you can talk to different butchers about why they cut it, call it that, and this, that, and the other. I prefer boneless Boston butts. The Boston butt is actually this piece of the shoulder, basically from like the rotator cuff or the blade back. All right, or not the blade, but that spinning joint from here to about here, like which includes like the clavicle. Apple. I don't know, Grown Folks Network. Nope, John, I have not heard from Porter and York, but if you've noticed, as far as on social media, they seem to have slowed down a lot. They're definitely not posting as much as they used to.
Oh, butter, baby.
I see you, Alton. Uh, The Young says he has some peach wood, trying to figure out what to do with it. You can cook with it. I have some. I'm going to have some peach wood. So those of you guys who are following me on Instagram, I have a peach tree in my house, and it's supposed to be a dwarf peach tree. But yo, these peaches have gone slightly crazy, and we have a lot of peaches this year. And for whatever reason, next year I'm going to have to trim this tree back rather aggressively. And yeah, so Question J says, want to send something for us to try. Copy the link from the description down below. There is the P.O. Box information. Thank you very much. Is it Boston Butt? Is it Butt on Pigs from Boston? No, sir, it is not Alton, and you know the answer to this question. Do not be that guy. So you're going to tell your followers what you're going to go live stream and cook from Tampa. John, you will be the second person to know when I am going to be able to cook and do a live stream from Tampa. I will be the first. You'll be the second. Question J, I appreciate that. He says, order your shirts and or stickers at BRBQUE.com. There's still are shirts and stickers available. These shirt, oh no, this is one of the old original shirts, and you can see how it is. You know, there's a hole in the collar, but this is one of my old originals. Look at the bull there, man. He's all discolored. But these shirts, definitely been through the ringer. But on the website brbque.com. Yes, Victor, I definitely enjoyed the salmon. So I don't know whether or not I have heard and seen people talking about alder planks with salmon, but I don't know whether or not I can find it. I've seen them available like on Amazon. I just haven't bought it because I don't smoke or I don't grill a lot of salmon. I put it on the smoker, and now that I have the trigger, that trigger does salmon phenomenally. And yeah, loiter's gonna be loitering. So Mr. Hockett, I would believe that in order for me to get alderwood, I would have to order it specifically offline or somewhere special. I don't think it's a native species to this area. King Kabasa says, how do I sharpen my knives? I have a little handheld knife sharpener. It does the job, but I think every year or so I'm going to have to either get new knives or take them to get them sharpened. John says, how about hitting that thumbs up button, folks? So there are 27 of you guys on the live stream currently and only 17 likes on this live stream. If you could please hit that thumbs up button, not only does it make me feel better, it also helps these videos and my channel a lot. And I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh no, you lost me again. Of course it freezes up with my mouth open. Why wouldn't it? So let's see if I can find. All right. Is it working for you? Because it's working for me. Traeger has alder pellets. All right, that's good to know. I say Amazon, I got a gift card. All right. Nice. Shepherd parts. What do you guys, all right, let's see. I'm trying to catch up. D Young says, what are my top best 3 sellers? Brisket, pulled pork, and pulled chicken. That's it. Alder pellets. All right. I'll keep that in mind if I can find some. All right. Girl Sergeant says it's working fine for him. John says it's up again. Working now. You have a bench grinder. Get yourself some razor sharp paper wheels, and that's the way to use a bashful shop. Love it. Wait. A bench grinder. Some razor sharp paper wheels. Sharp blade in a minute. All right, King Kabasa, I'll have to look into that. I don't have a bench grinder. Um, but I do have grinders. My knives, I don't know. I use it, like I said, I use a little like handheld sharpener, and it does what I need it to do. I don't know if ThermoWorks is still down. Oh, Caden is here. Oh boy, it's only 9:52, and here come the Ford hate. Here comes the Ford hate. Cover stuff. Thank you very much. He says we're good now. I have used some fruit pellets. I have apple. I tried apple specifically. I had a mesquite. I had a hickory, and now I have what is it? A fruit medley. I'm trying to think what it is. I think it's a fruit medley where there's like apple, cherry, and a maple, or apple, cherry, and something else in there. But that one be good. I'm not hating it. John says he's got me on sharpening my knives. I guess I have to bring them to Tampa though, right? All right, King Kabasa, I will definitely do that. He said get a bench grinder at Harbor Freight and just looking at sharpening knives with paper wheels, and I'll see. Okay, I'll write myself a note. I'm good at that. Da, 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 da. Bench grinder. Paper sharpening knives. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Hi, Grill Sergeant. Hi, Father. All right, Mr. Hockett. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Well, John, I thank you. Uh, I saw those pictures, man. You know how I am on Instagram, man. I won't say I don't miss anything, but I see it eventually. Yeah, propane has its place. Don't say it sucks. Thank you so very much. All right, so I guess in keeping with the topic, I wanted to bring it back one more time. So, how have you guys found the best way to find deals? Have you gone, from store to store, pen and paper in hand? That's what I ended up having to do. Or or were you able to go online? Or did you just, word of mouth? Or was it just a thing of you could only find this thing at this place and you had to buy it there? There's plenty of that too. Grow Masters Empire. This is Flip app. What's the Flip app? Do tell. Well, not can imagine, man. You shoot. I guess you just scrape it off and keep on going. All right, this is online shopping. Perfect. Best deals for me always reside online and word of mouth. All right, Gerald, that's what's up. Liberty Purpose is pen and paper, dude. I vividly remember. And then one of the other things too that I used to do is I used to write down the prices of certain things at certain places, and I would have like a season price for what things were. So, John, I think I asked you, how did you get a Restaurant Depot card? Did you, or like how did you end up getting it? I don't think I remember. Uh, Repeat the question. So the question was, the topic. How do you determine, or how did you determine where the best place to buy meat was? Did you get it because the place that you go and you can get the meat from is the only place that sells that particular cut or that particular piece of meat? Or did you find it on sale, or did you find it cheaper? How did you determine where you were going to buy your meat from? Excuse me. All right. Well, Big Romy Rome, how you doing? Flip app. I gotta look into that. FLIPP. 4J or John says, you got to write it down. All right, John says, okay, no problem. I don't know why randomly that, yeah. Well, Eric, that's what's up, man. Thank you very much. There's another Eric. All Eric say I. Okay. Let's see, don't run all over the place. Sometimes I'd rather run over the place. It gets me out of the house. Cooking 3 brisket for the weekend for a few customers. What would be the best way to price the briskets being to what? Being what cuts? Smart Society, brother. Yep. So King Kabasa, I know I've said this. I've mentioned it in in the live streams before. If you are a member of the Kansas City or KCBS, which is the Kansas City Barbecue Society, and or I believe the what is it? The SCA. I don't know why. Brain for it on what the initials were. The State Cook-Off Association membership will also afford you the ability to go into Restaurant Depot. What has to happen though is with the KCBS membership and or the SCA membership, if they allow it, you go in and you get a day pass basically, so you can go in and buy whatever it is you need and go ahead on back out. But you don't have to start a business. More often than not, in order to get into Restaurant Depot, you have to have a business license. Well, Benji, you're in Kansas City. You know, Kansas City, y'all got a lot of meat just hanging around out there. All right. Dog Father says mostly worse word of mouth, but after hitting all these places around, you tend to learn with better prices. Wholesale doesn't always mean it's cheaper. You're absolutely correct. I know there are times when I pay more money at Restaurant Depot than I would at Sam's, but the difference is I rather spend slightly more money and get exactly what I need versus spending the same amount of money or slightly less and having extra that might go to waste. And or having a much more difficult cook, because there's nothing like being able to buy and find a 15-pound brisket or a 16-pound brisket versus having to buy a 20-pound brisket knowing I only need 8 pounds of brisket, and then I have extra brisket. I mean, we don't mind, but I'm buying it to lose profit. You're gonna have a lot of app. It shows you other stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, Big Lots, and more. Well, ask what's up. John says, where have I gotten the best briskets? I feel like that changes like the weather. There are times when I get great briskets from Restaurant Depot, and there are times when I get crap. When I say crap, I mean crap briskets from Restaurant Depot. Where like, when you have a good brisket when the point is directly over the flat and it's cut perfectly, and you have like a huge point portion, and there are times when you have like an off cut, and oh my god, you're like, I paid all this money for basically a brisket flat because the point was like cut off at a weird angle, and you have like no point meat versus what you really want, which is like equal amount of each. Gerald says 25-pound briskets. You will never find me buying a 25-pound brisket. All right, well, Liberty Prepper, I appreciate that. Just kind of give me a heads up to make sure that I can go to the PO box and pick it up. But you guys send stuff. I'll open it on video within reason. Question Jay can attest to that. I'll open it up within reason, and we can talk about it. And I will hopefully shoot videos with my kids. They actually have as much, if not more, fun helping me do these videos. As you saw earlier in the week, the video with the chips from Taste Tester #1. So the beef jerky, there were six packs of beef jerky. So by the time it was all said and done and we tasted all of the different beef jerkies, that video was over 30 minutes long. Somebody's arguing outside. There are times. Anyway, um, John says he walked in a restaurant depot and he said, "More butter, baby," and they let him in. They were like, "And you shall pass." Well, Bill, barbecue Glasses Empire. Gosh, I hope you'll be able to thank you later. I really do. She said, "Bite the bullet for better quality too." Absolutely right. Alton says there are sometimes, or I guess sometimes is what he was trying to say. Sometimes you have to bite the bullet for better quality too. Definitely agree because one of those things. Somebody asked me in a video a few weeks ago, "How do I order food online?" I don't because I want to actually be able to check my briskets. I don't. I want to be able to look at them and determine if it's an off cut or if it's too much fat or if it's like hard fat and it's just like packed on little decal that I just gotta cut off. All of those things you can't see or know just straight ordering offline. I'm finding that Popeye's chicken sandwich. Grill Sergeant, I had one and I was not 100% impressed. Actually, I've had two and I was not 100% impressed. Yep, King of over. So you have to sometimes buy enough to qualify for the volume discount, but you still have to pick each piece yourself. Word life. Are they still arguing? No. I heard a vehicle, at least one vehicle, um, speed away. Barbecue 951 says, "How often can you go to a restaurant depot for a day pass?" They probably will write you one almost every day. But if you're like me, you're probably not going to go into the restaurant depot more than once, maybe twice in a week. Um, Usually, I mean, I definitely don't treat the restaurant depot and go into the restaurant depot as often as I would the market. But I mean, there's some people that are in there every single day. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you. If you're in there every day, you more than likely have a legitimate business, and you probably will be able to get a Restaurant Depot card. And this me answering this question to kind of be a moot point. Uh, Slept in Walmart for the longest time. I recently found that their choice briskets were the cheapest around. Alton, I said that earlier. You missed it because you weren't here. But yeah, I used to buy like almost exclusively used to buy my briskets from Walmart. And the reason why was because they were inexpensive. But the problem I had with Walmart is, and you probably don't have to deal with this as much as I do because you are in Texas and they can sell the hell out of briskets down there because people know what they are and people know what to do with them. More importantly, um, but because of the fact that I am in Baltimore, the briskets that I will find at Walmarts and super Walmarts specifically for me were inconsistent. I could go into Walmart one day and I find briskets. I go into Walmart the next day or the next week and I find none. And I'm like, yo, I have an event tomorrow that I'm trying to buy a brisket for today. I need this brisket right now. So I stopped depending on Walmart and just started buying my briskets almost exclusively from the restaurant depot because I knew I could get them, like, no matter what. Nah, I don't think it was any naked ladies jumping out anywhere, unfortunately. But did you? Oh, I saw a video of a couple girls fighting in a. I guess it was it a Popeye. It was a Popeyes in Baltimore, and one of the girls ended up losing her top, and girls fighting in the summertime is just it's just gonna happen. Anyway, just cooking for 2 20-pound briskets for a few customers. How would you give a fair price for services? Gerald, I don't talk pricing because I I charge by the pound. So I charge by the cooked pound more often than not. So whatever you are, however many pounds of brisket are going to be delivering is what I base my charges off of. Your mileage may vary. Jay, I wish I could, man. Haven't you had any Nashville hot chicken, Sammy? It's more sweet than he or other way around. No, so Alton, The Nashville hot chicken sandwich from KFC is actually rather spicy. It's not like going to burn your head off, but it is. And you know, one of the other things too, it's a lot greasier than I would like it to be. A lot more oil in that. It's like an oil slick hot sauce, but you know, it is what it is. Paul, how you doing this evening, man? I think I'm a few moments behind on the comments, but yes, Paul, how you doing? Totally cool barbecue. I always use Sam to Costco. Love your videos. Thank you very much. Learned a lot from me. I really appreciate you taking the time to say what's up and to thank me for what I do. But nah, really, it really is you guys who motivate me to keep putting out videos and to do what I'm doing. All right. So your content, your hard work to educate and entertain. I do more entertaining than I do educating. I feel like a lot of times, John. Thank you very much, sir. Right back at you and yours. All right. Definitely. Thank you so very much for hanging out, popping on, and saying what's up. I go to U.S. Foods in Dallas, Chief store in Dallas. They sell both. No membership required. Well, that's what's up. Well, barbecue 951. So here's the deal: you join the KCBS, you get that 1 year membership. You go in there, you get a card. You just keep flashing that card, man. I don't think they're gonna look at it every single time. Plus, if you get to know the people who are working the door, like at my local um, Restaurant Depot, the lady who works there, her name is Miss Gladys. Miss Gladys knows my kids. She knows me. I walk in, hey Miss Gladys, how you doing? I was calling her Aunt Gladys at one point because I had an aunt who passed away named Gladys, and I was like, you know what, you can be my new Aunt Gladys. So yes, and every time I walk in without the kids, so normally during the school year when I'm buying food, buying food for the weekend, the kids are with me. During the summer, I can go in because the kids are at camps and stuff like that, so I don't have to pick them up as early. Oh my gosh, yes. The tri-tips were selling last week, 2 for £8. 2 8-pounders for $15. Oh my gosh. Ooh. I don't even want to talk about how much tri-tips cost here. Tri-tip is like almost $10 a pound here at Restaurant Depot. How often do you have to meet scale state? Oh gosh, Alden, that's funny. You realize I'm cooking out of the crib, right? There is no state scale certification. I tear my, I just change the batteries in the scale and yeah, I wish I was that sophisticated. Um, what else? What's up, Paul? Live around lots of meat packing plants in Kansas, so I never tried to. Blackstone? Oh no! Or my flat grill? That is a Meadow Creek. Oh shoot! I see what you did there, Paul. I still have not given it a formal name. All right, I still have not. I haven't forgotten, but I still have not given it a formal name. I've only cooked on that grill twice. Usually, excuse me. Usually, it takes a few times for me to cook on it before I can name them. Yeah. You have to actually scan your card at the Restaurant Depot. I have to scan my card there too. But if you have a KCBS membership, what they do is they give you a day pass. That day pass, you can scan that. You can use that to purchase whatever it is you need to purchase. No. I did not see Franklin's first backyard pit posted on eBay for $7,800. Not that I have $7,800, but no, I didn't see that. What's the most pork and brisket have I ever cooked? So, I did a cook for, and this is actually going to be kind of a mixed bag. And we are in the second hour, so we kind of just talk about random stuff and answer random, random questions. So the most pulled pork I had to do, I cooked 140 pounds of pulled pork. It was 140 pounds raw. Um, yep, and briskets. So I did a video. Gosh, I guess it's going on almost 2 years or 3 years now, where I added an extra rack or the ability to put an extra rack into Bessie, the big smoker. And the reason was because I had to cook. I don't even remember what the poundage was, but I think I had to cook 10 or 12 briskets at a time in a single clip, and that was why I had to add that extra capability. Um, King Kabasa says his KCBS card is 3 years expired, and he always gets in at Restaurant Depot. Benji says, or excuse me, Jay says Benji, cows only grow tri-chips in California. I agree. That's why they cost so daggone much, because they have to be shipped, exported from California and imported to the rest of the United States. What else? What's up, 4J? I guess did you pass? What's up, John? Don't leave us hanging. Ha, Alton. Man, leave that man alone. Let that man be great. Why are you worried about what you doing? Shoot, King Kabasa, nothing wrong with that. I guess Maxine, nothing wrong with that. Beef cheek. Have I cooked beef cheek? I think I've cooked beef cheek or cachete. Cachete? I've cooked beef cheek pretty much just for the family like a long time ago. I haven't done anything recently. Prototype Frank Pillar. I wish. Uh, So, Alton, you remember when I cooked those sweet potatoes last year for the ribs and the side, right? So I didn't tell you guys, but I planted some sweet potatoes again this year. It was just, I planted them one day and I had such difficulty because I ended up making the second box, and I figured the potatoes videos did not do well. Okay, so I was like, I'm not filming this. I'm just not putting effort into filming this. I'm just not. But I did plant 2 boxes of sweet potatoes, and the damn deer are eating my sweet potato leaves again. Again. My wife actually called me a little earlier. I was down here doing something on the computer, and she called me. She says, I think the deer is in the driveway about to eat your sweet potato leaves again, and she's laughing. It's not funny, man. I gotta find something to do to keep the damn deer from eating my sweet potato leaves. Uh, oh, uh, the cuffed up the cake, so good, so good. Actually saw Smoking Barbecue. He made a dump cake. He called it peach cobbler, but it was a dump cake, and I called him out on it. But I watched this video. It was a dump cake, and yeah, look, it turned out pretty good. He did a gluten-free cake mix, so that's different than a dump cake. A dump cake is you just take your, 3 ingredients, dump cake, or if you use more than one fruit, maybe 4 ingredients. Uh, if you use nuts, maybe 5 ingredients. Gosh, I'm complicating things now that I'm thinking more and more about it. My wife introduced me to dump cake with crushed pineapple and cherries. Okay, then a yellow cake mix on top, and then butter on top of that. Banging, bang it, so good. So obviously, you guys saw hopefully a few weeks ago, and that's why we now say.
Oh, butter, baby.
Because taste testing number 3 and I made a dump cake on the Traeger, and it was phenomenal. I took some homemade canned peaches, and yes, we did can some more peaches this year, and yeah, looking forward to them. Uh, What? Hold on. What y'all talking about? Talking about it's gonna be a removable stack and a bolt-on firebox. You can cook 3 briskets for $3,500. What's that about? Cook and go out fish and then cook. Well, John, I know, man. Trust me, John. You are one of the first people I want to come and meet and cook with. When you know what? Here we go. Let's put something out there in the atmosphere, okay? Let's put this out there in the atmosphere. When and or if I can quit my job full time and do YouTube full time, I vow to travel and cook with you guys, okay? Because I think that'll be dope. I think, taking my show on the road and traveling and coming to cook with some of you guys would be just like absolutely dope. Oh boy.
Oh, butter, baby.
All right, I think that's so dope. I had her say it. Let's see if I can find the clip. All right.
More butter, baby.
More butter, baby.
More butter, baby.
You gotta say it with emphasis.
More butter, baby.
More butter, baby.
More butter, baby.
All right, one more time. What do you have in your mouth? You gonna have to deal with? Come like more butter, baby.
More butter, baby.
All right. One more time.
More butter, baby.
That was the last one was the one that I used or I've been using in the clips. So, but yeah, man, I think and what's so funny, she's so
More butter, baby.
she's so receptive and she just wants to help. So that's so dope, man. I think I really enjoy making these videos with the kids, and I know that if this is like making the videos with the kids, they don't do the best, and I don't care really. I have more fun making the videos with the kids, and it's not about the views, not about sometimes the comments that are on some of these videos. I'm like, but I'm in these videos to have these lasting, long, lifelong memories and a place for the kids to go back and watch themselves and for me to go back and reminisce, because I know I do all the time. Like when I go back to certain videos, I'm just like tickle pink watching how much they've grown. When you have kids, you just don't see the growth, the change, and it's like, how? But these videos, they're documenting this whole thing, and I just think it's dope. King Kabasa, I'm not a dark meat fan of chicken at all. At all. All right. Well, 4J, John, I appreciate that, man, but I might have to drive straight down to Tampa, and then I'll stop at other places on the way back. Jason's cook on the shepherd. I'm not ready. Cuff and Stuff says I have an open invitation there in South Carolina. I appreciate that. Barbecue Grill Masters, more butter, baby. It's just mo. No, not more. Just mo butter, baby. All right. Oh, trust me, Alton. Oh gosh, I've been working on my manager trying to get him to send me anywhere. I was hopefully supposed to be going to Kansas or to Cincinnati. That trip looks like it fell through. Yes, Rich Discoveries. Let's see here. We can support. Yeah, boy. Open up another tab on the laptop here. And so he is live. Oh boy. What we got here? So look, I'm taking time.
Yes. Speaking of which, that's what I was telling you about. My sister.
To say what's up, man?
Pretty cool.
And it's his birthday, Jay. Tell him happy birthday.
Actually, a couple more. And there's
All right.
It's got the 787 wheels on the bottom. It's got
Oh man, look at that. Oh, I know he talking to you, Jay. He's got rotaries up on the screen.
All right, let's try this thing out. Let's get to the meat of this video. I gotta know if this thing works. Set you guys up.
He's playing with a switch he got from somewhere. But anyway, let's see. That is her catchphrase. Definitely. Well, Barbecue Grill Masters, man, I definitely know the feeling. I love doing videos with my kids as well. She tells me she's doing video. She loves doing the grill. That's what's up. I'm watching at least since Day 2 was born. What? You know what, William? You're absolutely right. You have been around for a while. But, gosh. You remember when I cut the beard off, probably. Grown Fools Network, I kind of do. I hope. That is my my goal, my plan. I tell you, number 2 has a penchant for business that he's got the hustle in him. You can't teach that, and I've talked about that before. You can't teach it. I talked about how we went out to a car meet, and he helped me sell the hell out of some food. And I mean, I didn't have to poke or prod him. I just kind of had to calm him down. Like, he was so ready to go tell people, my dad has food, my dad has food, go buy my dad's food. And I'm like, nah. Wait until everything is done. Wait until I get the grill started. Wait until folks start smelling the food. I'm like, then we... You ever hear the joke talking about, like the young guy or the young bull versus the old bull, and the young bull is like, oh my God, look at all those heifers down there. Let's run down there and go to town. And the old bull says, nah, young blood, nah. He said, the young one said, let's run down there and get one. Old man says, nah. Old bull says, nah, bro, nah. Let's walk down there and get them all. Okay? That was the moment that I had with him, because he was amped to go try and run and sell to people. And I'm like, nah, just be patient. Like, they will come over here. And as soon as you get that first one, then other people will come over here. And sure enough, oh man. He said he cut his one. This is number 2. This is going to take care of it. I hope so, John. I sure hope so. Old school movie colors. Yep. I definitely hope so, John. I'm trying to do some things to take care of my health, to make sure I'm man. He said, let's take our time, walk down there and get them all. I don't know what Sean Penn and Robert. I gotta see that. Oh, like colors. I think I remember seeing, because Sean Penn. That's definitely an old movie. All right, I'm trying to wait for Rich Discoveries to realize to see my hit that thumbs up button for this guy. Hit the thumbs up, folks. All right. Anyway, so oh man. Hey, well, you know what? Daddy's got to protect him, right? Chris Rock said, "Yo, you got one job when you have a daughter: keep her off the pole. Keep her off the pole." Definitely. Let's see what is Rich doing? He's doing. I'm trying to watch and not watch because I'm doing my own thing. I think I remember Blood In, Blood Out. Wasn't Joaquin Phoenix in it too?
Hold on.
I don't have a million pictures of the kids, but I do have my fair share. I used to be that guy that used to take uh plethora of pictures. Plethora of pictures. I don't take as many pictures as I used. Boys in the Hood. Definitely remember that one. Reggae! Because you know what? I was a car guy, and the biggest thing I remember was that Ford Mustang convertible. Oh my god, man, that thing was clean. Look at me. Y'all gonna start talking about movies I haven't seen in a while and make me have to watch them again. When was the last time you saw one of those movies? Because, like, I really hate it when you watch a movie from your childhood that was iconic, and then you watch it again later, and you're like, "Oh, this was whack. Like, this was a bad movie. Like, what? How did I like this movie as a child, or how did I like this movie back in the day?" Oh, Rich has got his lights working. Uh, well, American Me once a month. Boomerang. Oh boy, Boomerang. Whew. That was a good one. Last Dragon. Definitely. Yo, you know what movie I really, really liked and I appreciated more as an adult than I did as a kid was The Warriors. The Warriors. Menace to Society, man, you know,
That's what I'm saying, man.
it was iconic.
Get a mirror. Yeah, right.
Uh,
We won't get into that. Save it for everybody.
Trying to wish Rich a happy birthday since it's his birthday. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Oh, now
It's
he's.
another thing, man. You know, I went to work.
I don't know. I know. I feel the same way. Back to my stream.
Big old place in there. It's another day. You know what I mean? After 25, which was only like 2 or 3 years ago, I
What?
stopped helping them.
What?
Hey, take it easy, man. Thanks for coming by.
You're 27? Shoot.
Come on.
I'm almost 40.
See how this works. It's like a really, it's like a wire.
Golly. Young buck. Young whippersnapper. Oh my gosh. National Lampoon's movies are one.
I'm gonna take the cord out of this. I'm gonna put it.
National Lampoon movies are some of the stuff that's actually still funny. True Romance. Don't be a. Oh man, yo. Grown Folks Network. I remember watching Don't Be a Menace to Society while drinking your juice in the hood in the movie, in the theater. Like, I remember going to the movies with my friends watching that movie and dying. We were cracking up. Man, yo, the Wayans brothers, hilarious. Hilarious. That was like the first satirical movie. I guess it was satire that I remember watching and actually getting the jokes, because in order to find a satirical movie funny, you have to know what the satire is based off of. Like, you know, every time who was it? One of the Wayans brothers popped up and he's like, "Message," you know, it's like, oh my gosh. Hey Jay, thanks for popping back. You know, I appreciate I see you over at on Rich's stream. Colors. BET After Dark, man. I remember those videos back in the day too. I didn't really watch a whole bunch of BET After Dark, just cause. But I remember later in life, let's put it that way, as I got older, seeing some of the BET After Dark videos, like that someone recorded off of VHS, if you could, excuse me, you can find some of that stuff on like YouTube way back in the day. Porkies, woo, definitely remember that one. That was an early one. Late night Skinemax. Oh, I mean Cinemax. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that I see. I'm looking at it now. I'm still watching while I still have it on. Maceo. Every time I see Maceo, I think of James Brown. Kickboxer. I think I remember that one. John says, "Oh, so John, let's talk about salmon. You asked about salmon, and I kind of was like, oh, let's talk about it a little later. Okay, what questions specifically you have about smoking salmon, or what do you want to know about smoking salmon? Because smoked salmon is drop dead simple. Salmon can be cooked at any temperature you want. Usually, if I'm smoking salmon and I really want a smoky flavor, and I'm trying to like let it cook long." I say long, I mean maybe an hour and a half for a whole salmon fillet. I cook it at 225 degrees. If I'm trying to cook it slightly faster, I might smoke it or cook it at about 275 degrees, depending on what I have time for. The higher, of course, you have your grill or your smoker, the faster it's going to cook. But I really usually I take the probe and I put it down into the middle the fillet. There's a thick end and there's a thin end. And if I have the whole fillet, then I'm gonna put it smack dab in the middle, and I want that salmon fillet to hit 145 degrees. Now, what is he doing here? He's got flashing lights going and.
That'd be fun, baby. Your drugs probably look a lot cooler.
Rich is funny.
I love playing with this stuff. I gotta put these up on the ceiling. Look at all this stuff.
He's got some lights like. Well, you know what? Let me just show you what he's doing.
Yeah, that would probably look a lot cooler. Gotta give it to my, good for that stuff.
So he has a light switch, like a vintage light switch that he got working, and he plugged in some lights to it. You guys know Rich from the live stream here. But he got it working. And so the lights and stuff that he's working with are all vintage as well, which is cool. Anyway, Mortal Kombat! Godfather, you know what? Grown Folks Network, I have the unpopular opinion that I don't know. I guess I gotta watch Godfather and like really, really watch Godfather because I didn't get it the first time I watched it. I was like, what happened? I like smoking salmon on the pellet grill as well. Oh, John, thank you very much, man, for the donation. But so here's the thing, John. Salmon is like chicken. It doesn't care how fast it's cooked or how slow it's cooked. All you gotta do is cook it. Hopefully, you get what I mean. Let's see.
A little bit. I lost it. I saw you quickly. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Let me get a picture. Back up. Spin this up. There we are. Man, good to see you, man. Good to see you in the stream. This is what I do for fun. I'm like, it's very funny. Plug in old electronics on live streams, apparently.
Rich doesn't know what to do now that he's got the live stream back. So William says Cedar Plank salmon for the win. William, you know what? Let me ask you this. William, where are you geographically? Where are you, sir? You've been around for such a long time that I don't know if I remember or know your story. And those of you guys who have been around for a while, and those of you who comment, and I want to know who you are, where you are. Oh man, Eddie Murphy Raw. Woo-hoo. Oh man, ice cream between Delirious and Raw, and unfortunately, I don't remember between the two. Or I can't. I don't. But both of those live shows were hilarious. Even as a kid, I knew that. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. So, yes. Yeah, Rich is definitely a good guy. I like Rich. Cool cat. Um, Definitely. But so John, like I was saying, salmon just like chicken. It does not matter. It does not care how it's cooked. It just needs to be cooked. And yeah, Good Guys. Remember Good Guys? Good Fellas. I remember that one. I don't have a very good movie memory, like for the entire plot. I'm usually good for. Uh, no, man. I told you. It's look, John. If you guys raise $1,000 on any single live stream, how about that? We'll put it that way. On any single live stream, I will shave the beard, like almost right then and there. Almost right then and there. Look, I ain't that drunk now, and I won't say I'm drunk. I ain't that intoxicated. Mm. Oh man, shoot, you put me in. You trying to get me out there? Charleston, South Carolina, found you in the board, the NATO, Joker. Years ago, inspired to cater some. Well, William, thank you very much. I've been to Charleston actually. I went to Charleston a few years ago. We stopped there when we were on a cruise. It wasn't. This was 2 cruises ago, or not the last cruise, but the cruise before. We had a good time in Charleston, South Carolina. My wife and I got off the boat. For whatever reason, it was like the coldest year on record. We left Baltimore, got on a boat, and it was colder in Charleston, South Carolina than it was in Baltimore. We got off the boat, walked through the open air market. We saw, I got some straw. Was it straw or reeds? Like people who make things out of the reeds or the straw. And like I got some coasters. They were so dope, man. They were so dope to me that these people were making these things out like baskets and other things like that out of these reeds and I said, I told the lady that I was standing at her table. I said, I gotta buy something. I gotta buy something. So I did that. Learned a little bit about Gullah. Okay. And one of the other things too that was kind of funny, as we walked around, or we walked through the garment district, I guess it was, or like antiques, because we were right there by the port, and then we saw like the rainbow houses. Yo, it was so cold. It was so cold. We would walk into a building just to warm up. Jack, hey Jack, how you doing? Jack, Betty, what's going on with you? Uh, Troy. Troy says you can't mess with a grown man's beard. You know what? You can't, but this grown man needs a new camera. I want a new camera. I don't need a new camera. I want a new camera. And I know how much that new camera costs, so yeah. John says he has the first 500 who has back. Yo, y'all got 20 minutes on this live stream to make it happen. Chocolate Capricorn, how you doing? What's going on? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you popping in and saying what's up. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, or excuse me, hit that thumbs up button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, sweetheart baskets. Sweet grass or something. It was grass. Chris, man, Nata. Look, John, you're one of the ones that kind of does you get me slightly out of my comfort zone, but I'm watching you, man. I'm watching you, definitely. Oh, I know, William. I know. Sweet grass. Jack says he's been listening. He's got $25. Yes. So if you haven't, Jay just posted a link. If you could pop over to Rich Discovery's channel, tell him we said happy birthday. Barbecue Grill Master says he needs a new laptop to live stream. Well, I tell you what, I use my phone. I've been using my phone. I didn't realize it, but a few weeks ago, someone went back and found out that I've been doing this for almost 2 years. I've been doing live streams for almost 2 years, every Wednesday for almost 2 years. I can count on one hand how many live streams I've missed, and yeah. Sonny G, what's going on? Troy says he needs a Gibson ES 335. Grown Fools Network still talking about movies. Set It Off definitely was one of those ones. Set It Off, I think I remember watching it originally at my friend Tanea's house. On tape probably, or like recorded off the TV. And I think that was one of the first times when my now wife and I were hanging out. Like, really, we were sitting around at my friend Tanea's house and we were watching, I believe we watched Set It Off. Oh, yeah, John, I know that. Marion, Arkansas. Hi, Thomas. How you doing? Anytime someone mentions Arkansas, I mention that I have family or at least I had family in Stuttgart and also Hot Springs. I know Jay. Jay still says he needs 1,000 subscribers to go live. I do cook Texas styles. Sorry, I do cook, in my opinion, Texas style brisket. Let's see. That's what's up, man. Thank you, Requester Jay. I appreciate that. We'll keep listening. Yes, indeed. Oh, I guess he ended the live stream. Let's see here.
But, yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'm glad nothing bad happened.
He said, I'm glad nothing bad happened.
Tuning in. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up button. And catch you on the next video. I never remember how to end the live stream.
Press the X.
A little closer here. My knees hurt. I'm too old to do it. I think I just hit the X.
That's it.
Yeah, thank you all. Have a great night. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? I wouldn't have hit it, didn't you?
I'm not.
Have a great night.
I agree. Rich, yeah, it like when you hit the X to stop the live stream, it's like, are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. One time I left that up there, I'm just steady talking away, and y'all still commenting. I'm like, y'all can see this? Oh no, boom. Yes, I'm sure. I want to end it. So Chris says, why didn't I get the food truck? The reason I didn't get the food truck is because I want to still have life. I know that when or if I buy a food truck, excuse me, today's been a long day. I got up this morning at 4:30. I know that once or if I get a food truck, that will be the only thing I will be able to do. I won't be able to hang out and do family things. I won't be able to be there for my kids for basketball games or gymnastics, whatever else the case may be. So, because I know that it wasn't the right time for me to buy a food truck. I just know. Grovel's Network, I have never, and I'm going to admit this to you, and I don't know if I've ever told this in the live stream before, I have never seen the color purple in its entirety. I always seem to catch the color purple in either the very beginning or the very end or the middle, but I have never seen it in its entirety. I had an ex-girlfriend one time. She was up watching The Color Purple, and this was when I was like 16, 17. Girl's name was Alexis. So she called me, and this is 8 or 9 o'clock. And she's like, "Hey, what you doing?" It's like, "Well, I'm getting ready to go to sleep." She said, "Well, I can't sleep. Can you talk?" "Sure, I'll talk to you. I mean, my girlfriend. I'll talk. Sure, whatever." And she says, "Turn the channel, whatever." I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "What am I watching?" She's like, "Just, you don't know what this is?" "No, I don't." "What am I watching?" She's like, "Just The Color Purple." I'm like, "And what is that?" And she goes on and on and on and on and on. And eventually she falls asleep. But mind you, it's probably 10, 15 minutes. She starts telling me about the movie and X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah. And she falls asleep. And I'm like, well, now what? I got my girlfriend on the phone, a girlfriend at the time on the phone, and she's asleep. Because they're silent. And I'm watching this movie that she got me started watching. I'm like, all right, I'm going to hang up. I hung up and I kept watching the movie, but then I fell asleep. So I've never seen The Color Purple in its entirety. Doogie Howser, man, talk about a throwback. Jeez. Yeah, Texas. I went to Texas and brisket. Having brisket changed my life. It really did. Troy says he sold it once. That was enough. Jack, that's funny. I do not see. That's why I don't even talk about it. I already knew, man. I already knew what it was. You can't believe how many times I've heard that. Don't worry about my card. All right, my card. Trust me. Don't worry about my card. Anyway, in other news, GFN. In other news, uh, Long Island. That's what's up, Maceo. He said, IRQ barbecue from Long Island, New York. Irie. You keep it Irie, man. That is the one thing I remember from being in Jamaica. My sister-in-law got married in Jamaica, and we were in Montego Bay, and oh my gosh, the countrymen, woo, yeah, man, yeah, Irie, you keeping it Irie, everything good, keep it Irie, man, yeah, man, the entire like week and a half. I wish I had $1 for every time I heard somebody say, "Yeah, man, Irie," and "you good?" Yeah, definitely, definitely one of those things that I will keep, right there. Oh my gosh, yo, you know what else is crazy? I was in a club in Montego Bay, and I'm dancing with this girl, and I'm just dancing. I'm having a good time. We in a club dancing, and she was like, "Oh, you're an American with money?" No, not at all. You got the wrong one, little girl. Look, I'm here. I'm dancing with you. That's all it is. I'm dancing with you. I ain't trying to take you nowhere. I ain't trying to go nowhere with you. None of the above. Nah. Chris, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. He says he up. Chris, oh wait, are you male or female? I can't tell. Hopefully. Well, Chris says that he subscribed to my channel. We went, so again, we were in Montego Bay, and then they have a downtown. Jack, I tell you, they had a downtown, right? And I guess it was like nothing but like stores and strips. So, or on a strip. So we got off the Big man, yo, big man. I got the good, big man. I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I don't get down like that. Oh, man, yeah, man, come on. I got the good. I'm like, nah, I don't get down like that. I go into the store, we go back out the store, get back on the bus, we go down like half a block. We get out, big man, yo, big man. Dog, I just talked to you like a half a block away. I already told you I don't smoke. I ain't with it. Yo, this dude walked down the street and was at every single store we got off the bus at and propositioned me and to sell me weed at least 4 times. At least 4 or 5 times. Finally at the end, I was like, yo, how high are you that you don't remember asking me if I wanted weed 3 times already or 4 times already? I'm like, dog, I'm good. I don't get down like that. Man, you in Jamaica, man, it's all. Yo, I don't get down like that. John, what you talking about? You just subbed to my channel. What you mean you just subscribed to my channel? Man, you just threw me off my whole game. Look, Jack, every single time, I don't know. Yo, as high as he looked very high. But I'm glad I never bought weed. I've never grilled peppers on the smokers. I have cooked. I've done stuffed peppers a time or two, but to be completely honest, we like stuffed zucchini more than we like stuffed peppers. I made stuffed peppers in the oven one time, and my wife was like, "It's a pepper." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "But I don't really like the skin of peppers." And when you think about it, when you slice a pepper up into strips, you break the skin down, so it's very soft and it's not mushy. But when you leave the skin intact, it's whole. It's not as good as it would be. Well, I didn't mind it. It was crunchy. It had some bite to it, and she didn't like that. So I haven't done stuffed peppers in a while. Eddie Wright, how you doing? Yes, Jay actually did. And you know what? The police broke into one of Jay's peppers. They did. He's like, you know why this one was broken? Because the police broke in. The police knocked down the door. Smoked sunflower seeds in the shell. I bet you they probably wouldn't taste very smoky because if you're smoking them in the shell is going to absorb all of that smoke flavor. And then the kernel itself, where you want that flavor, is just not going to taste like anything. William says, pro tip, you can blanch peppers quickly to help peel them. Nah, man. I see, I like the peppers intact. But my wife doesn't. But you know how I get around that? I just stuff zucchini. Well, Jay, you did a good job cooking those peppers regardless. Regardless. Maxing? What are we maxing, Jay? Or John? I know you commented a while back. Yes. John, it has been over 2 years I've been doing these live streams. Like I said, every Wednesday night we've been doing these live streams. I was doing live streams before live streams were cool. Like, for real. I am the original Dun Data. Maceo, do what in the video? The zucchini? I guess. I thought about it. This is one of those things. So, Maceo, I tell you, man, sometimes, and those of you guys who know, Jay knows, doing videos will slow you down. And it can slow you down to the point where it's detrimental. Because it makes it take that much longer and there's so much more effort. And then after you put out all that effort to get the video captured, you gotta edit the video. And sometimes it's just like, I'm not doing this at all. And I don't feel like it. So, yeah. Grown Fools Network, and Jay having sidebars. Nothing wrong with that. I really appreciate, or I really like when you guys help each other out, get tell each other stories and other things like that. All right, nah, John, I appreciate you. Seriously, I appreciate your appreciation. That's what I normally say, and I really do. I know I say it a lot, but really, thank you. So thank you, like, thank you, John. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Chris, for subscribing to my channel today. Thank you to John from 4J's Barbecue. Maceo, thank you. Let's see, Grown Folks Network, thank you. William, thank you. Benji, thank you. Eddie Wright, thank you. Who else is here? Anybody else want to shout out? Jack says $100 for the beard. Hell, remember that song? Hell no, to the no, 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 not at all. All right. Gosh, oh goodness, it is late. It is late. It's late. Smoking 3C's barbecue team. All right. Well, Jay, definitely, not a problem. He says, thank you for showing a lot of this stuff. Appreciate that. Says she's got 25 also. Well, let's see. That's $50. We only need 950 more. John says he has 500. So we only need 450 more. Or, yeah, 450 more. Can you do it? Oh, it's 11 o'clock. No, nice. Well, Pat, I appreciate that. Oh, man, Pat, it is about time. It's bewitching hour, man. I am beat. I am in need of some sleep. Yeah. ACO. Oh, all right. So, Bet, now I know who you are because you were one of the first people who recognized me out in the street. You were like, nah, man, I know you. And I'm like, I got a familiar face. You're like, nah. I know you from somewhere. You were like, yo, I know you from somewhere. I'm like, where? You're like, YouTube. That's where I know you from. I will never forget you, sir. Excuse me. I will never forget you, sir. You're one of the first people to recognize me out in public. And I talk about that all the time. Nah, how we only need... Well, Jack, okay. Sorry. One of us has been drinking. And not sitting by the... What do you call it? The ashtray? Or your smoker that smells like an ashtray or makes food make like an ashtray. Some of us can't count at this point in life. Well, at this point in the day. That's what's up, man. Maceo, dude, that is awesome. So, Maceo, funny story about that. I was looking through pictures the other day, and I found pictures of that day when I met Diva Q, Danielle Bennett, and you know what's funny? Right after I met her and I got her to autograph my book, she unfollowed me on Instagram. I do not take rubber checks at all, Jay. Sorry, no rubber checks. Yeah. Grown Folks Network? No. I'm secure in my card. Okay, my card is secure. Like I do enough. I've done enough where my card is secure. Just because I've never seen the color purple, bruh. Yeah, I mean, like, but Maceo, you now know. I mean, now I know who you are. I remember who you are. Like, I'm telling you, dude. I have told that story of how you came up to me and you were like, "Nah, man, me and my cousin, you said, man, you look familiar." And I'm like, "Nah, I've been told I have a familiar face." Like, did you grow up in Philly? Nah, I didn't grow up in Philly. I live in Jersey. All right, well, I don't know how I know you did. I don't. And you like, YouTube, dude. I will never forget it. I've like I said, I've spoken about it and you on plenty of occasions. So thank you very much for telling me um, who you were. All right, that's dope. Full circle, love it. Hey John, thank you so very much again, and I got you earmarked. I know all about Lake Minnetonka or Lake Minnetonka. I just, I didn't really start watching movies until later in life. And the movies I started watching were kind of like present tense movies. So, yeah. I read barbecue on the gram. I will have to try to remember that and if are you following me on Instagram? Hey Chris, thank you very much. And you never told me, are you a male Chris or a female Chris? I'd like to have those things set. All right, Maceo, comment on the picture, please. Please, please, please comment on the picture so that I can make sure I'm following you back. 0700 is definitely early in the morning. I have to get up at 0600, so I win. And I'm still going. So Jay, the joke that Jack has is his barbecue tastes like cigarettes. So that's why he's talking about the camels. Hey Jack, don't you try to scurry out of here. Hey, thank you so very much, Jack and Betty, for hanging out with me. Gosh. I'm usually up at old dark 30, which is 4:30. I don't know why all of a sudden I have indigestion like a crazy man. I think he's trying to tell me that it's time for me to go to bed and to take a shot of apple cider vinegar. All right, guys. I think tonight, thank you very much for hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. Shoot, I'll be sitting at Starbucks. I don't have to go into work tomorrow until 10 a.m. But thank you guys so very much again, as always, for hanging out. I greatly do appreciate it. Nick, oh my gosh, man, why is it? I've really, I feel so bad when I'm about to sign off and then someone pops in like, hey, what's going on? Nick, just checking in, and he's late. I had to go to meet client for a job. Well, hopefully you got the job and or you are getting the job. Thank you so very much for popping in and saying, hey, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me on the way out. Hey, we'll do this again next week. So thanks again, as always, for watching, commenting, and contributing. I'll see you guys next time. And I'm out.